Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's tutorial, we are going to see how to make a lehenga illustration from the scratch. For that, first you need to create your motif. The motif can be anything, it can be the one that you created from the existing cloth or from your creativity, or even you have taken the idea from any architecture buildings, or even you have some ideas in Pinterest. It's definitely based upon you. You guys can take any motifs you want and you can modify it. I have created a simple motif. I have drawn a circle and I'm going to create a motif which I'm going to apply in my whole lehenga. So this is how you have to present your lehenga illustrations or any illustrations. You have to give a separate motif or a magnificent version of the designs that actually presents in the lehenga, so that the viewers or your professors or even your customers can identify what are the works that you are going to use. So this idea is basically upon some motifs that I taken from Pinterest, and I have modified some details here. The border idea was taken from the Pinterest, and the main motif was my own creations from my creativity. This is how will always prefer a motif or your designs. This is how it actually works. You guys have to take the inspiration from already existing designs and you can create on your own, or you can create completely on your own. Here I am giving a small leaf motifs with some flower on it. For this I'm going to use a jardosi and zari work as the main material that I'm going to use in this illustration. So I'm will be fully using uh, gold gel pens and paint. I'm not going to use any other medium because I want this illustration to be a real form, like it has to be very realistic. So I'm going to use only those both and I'm going to create. These tutorials are actually for the beginners, so you guys can actually practice everything. First up, before applying on any dresses that you have made or any illustrations that you have made, I will always recommend to have a sample test before applying on your original illustrations, because now having samples means it will give you an idea. First you will create a sample, but from that sample you will get a new idea that you can actually change. But in original illustrations we cannot do that, right? We have to start from the scratch. That illustration, if a illustration goes wrong, that we have to come from the scratch. So I always recommend you guys to create a sample. A 2 to 3 samples also will be great. If you guys don't, like, you guys have no idea what you are going to create, but I'm going to scribble anything, but it will turn into a design. Even if you scribble anything, it will turn into a design. It's definitely upon our creativity. So I think that you have to create like 2 to 3 designs, and from that you can modify your designs. So I've completed my tracing works or the sample works, how my illustrations going to look. So I'm going to paint it. I have taken a yellow color paint because it matches with the black really well, and it will give the bright and the contrast color. I'm just fast forwarding the video, but you guys can go to your setting and adjust your playback time to see the clear version of this. I have uploaded many tutorials, and I have even uploaded a lehenga illustration, how to do your lehenga illustrations from scratch, like for the beginners. So I hope you guys see that. I will give the link in the description box as well as in the icon. hope it is useful for you guys. If you're going to create your designs with the paint, I mean, if you're going to create with your pens, then it's a really good idea, because you can do your illustration as fast as you can. But if you guys are using paint as me, you have to use a very thin brush. It also available as a fine liners. You can get a fine liner brushes that are available in the market, which is actually high. It is not affordable. But this one which I'm using, it's a Camel 000. That is the number, Camel 000. The brush that I use, it cost around like 21 rupees. I bought it in the art supply shop. It is available in the stationery shop itself, so you guys can even get it there. But using fine liners will give you the smoothest illustrations. You can see here, like some of the area it will be dark and some of the area it will be bright. But if you guys are okay with this, you can use this brush, or you can get a fine liners which is available in the market. But as a beginner, I think like using an affordable product will be great choice. As you can see, I have completed my motif and I'm going to start on my illustrations. For this illustration, I didn't drew any croquis. I just wanted to make the illustrations only the skirt, blouse and dupatta. I'm doing the illustration without croquis, but you guys can do it with croquis or without croquis. It's definitely upon to you guys. It's the way how you present, it actually matters. Like some people know, they really drew the face features, and many of them thinks that fashion illustration should contain face features. No, it's not like that. It's all upon the dress we create and the details we create. The more focused it should be on the dress and not on the face or accessories. Accessories are well important, but if you are designing for accessories, it is important. But when it comes to the dress, your main focus, it should be on your dress. So actually, the motif you drawn is the magnificent version or the zoomed version of your illustration. But when it comes to your illustration, when you are applying your motif to your illustration, it should be in a micro version, and it should not be big. It should be a little, because you can see, right, I have given the circle format to I signify it as a magnificent effect to show the motif that I've drawn. But when it comes to the actual illustration, you should draw the micro version of your motif. In this illustration, I'm going to keep my dupatta and blouse really simple, because you know the heavy work that has been done in the bottom or on the skirt of the lehenga, because no, it will create an unbalanced illustrations, because I have not drew in the croquis, I have drew in the separate way. So I don't want the full heavy works on the blouses or on the dupatta, and I want the full focus on the skirt. So I'm not going to make the blouses or the dupatta very exaggerate or with the heavy work. So now almost the 50% of our lehengas has been completed. I have taken the yellow paint throughout the illustrations, because I want the lehenga to be really colorful and vibrant. And I have taken the orange, because no, it is the split complementary of our yellow color, so it really goes really well. And the complementary color of orange is blue, so I have taken blue, so the three colors will really go well with it. Guys, I have made how to apply color theories on the illustrations, and I have even made a tutorial on how to apply color theories on the illustrations. I will give both the links on the uh, description as well as in the icon. You guys can go and watch it. If it is useful for you, give a thumbs up. Working on the micro version of your illustration will be really tough, or it will be difficult, but definitely you guys can make it, because practice really makes the work perfect. So I am here completed my all my zari works with the paint. After completing my zari works with the paint, now I am going to give a zardosi effect. For that I am going to take the gold gel pen, which is a uniball brand, but you guys can go with any brand of gold pens you want. As you guys can see, some or the other way minute changes will be there, because I don't want those designs in my actual lehenga, so I just modified it. This is how it actually works. Like, if you're creating a motif, there you will get a separate idea, but actually working on the lehenga you will get a separate idea. For the blouse, I have given the sweetheart neck with a sleeveless, and I'm going to give a border design which we actually made in the lehenga. I'm going to give the same effect on the blouse. And for the dupatta, I'm going to keep the dupatta as a netted shawl, and I'm going to give the border with the same effect or the design which we used in the blouse. Illustration always gets completed when you focus on your highlights and shadows. You guys have to identify where the shadows and the highlights falls, which will give the most realistic illustrations. I have uploaded a separate video of how to create folds, shadows and highlights in your illustration, that I will give the link in the description box as well as in the icon. You guys can watch it. To create the smoother effect, I have taken a water brush pen. You can even take a normal brush pen, dip it in the water, and you can create the smoothest thing. But you can go with anything you want, or you can even buy the brush pens that are available in the market, that water brush pen, not a normal brush pen. I have created the highlights and the shadows. For shadows, I have used a black color black watercolor pencils, and for the highlights I have taken Apsara white glass marker. And here you have it, the illustrations that we made from the scratch. So hope it is useful for you guys. Until next time, see you guys. If you like this video, like, subscribe and comment and follow for more tutorial tips. Until next time, happy designing. Bye.